everyone, I am Nadiyah Zulfa, and as you guys know, I'm just an ordinary college student who sometimes also feel frustrated about my routine assignment and housework. So, what I do when I feel frustrated? I just easily go outside, stand near the yard, take the deep breath, and feeling the fresh air among the trees in the yard. Then I realized how meaningful some trees in my yard were for my healing. E.O. Wilson said this, that natures hold to the key to our aesthetic, intellectual, cognitive, even spiritual satisfactions. I believe because I feel it right now. Well, let's take a sample for some people who take a vacation to natural touring places that is shady and cool. Or some students might feel healed just by seeing the green of the natures. All at once I start to imagine how our environment would be without the trees or without the forest. So today what we are going to talk about is the impact of deforestation to the entire environment. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know what is deforestation? Well, deforestation is the activity of cutting down forests or tree stand so that the land can be converted to non-forest uses such as agriculture, livestock, or urban areas such as industrial. There are several factors that drive deforestation, such as the conversion of land to the oil palm land, forest fires, to the opening for golf courses. These three factors nearly cause the national forest destructions about 25%, according to an analysis of satellite imagery conducted by the researchers. It may seem normal for some people. Well, my people says that after all, the land is also used for human needs or to make foods such as agriculture. In fact, forest loss is a huge loss for humans. I read this sentence from a site that the death of the forest, similarly the end of human life. That's what this tank said. Let's take a proof. First of all, forest is the largest oxygen contributors. If the forest is treated, the oxygen contributors will also decrease. On the other hand, since elementary school we also learn about this, that cutting down trees or cutting down forests will follow by some disaster like floods, landslide, even drought. Well, ladies and gentlemen, besides that, cutting down trees and forests also causes the climate change faster. This has happened because the forest is a place for storing and recycling large amount of carbon dioxide. More than 300 billion tons of carbon dioxide are stored in the forest a day. As a result of deforestation, this carbon dioxide will freely be released into the atmosphere so that it will accelerate the climate change and also cause the global warming. The third one is the destruction of habitat and animal ecosystem. We often find in some articles and news broadcasts like the animals have entered the village because their houses have been completely cleared by cutting down trees and cutting down forests. More severe is the threat of zoonotic virus. Zoonosis viruses are the diseases that are transmitted by non-human animals to humans. These diseases range from familiar ailments such as dengue fever to the disease caused by direct contact with wild animals. Deforestation itself, especially in a tropical forest, is the initial entry point for human contact with wildlife populations through zoonotic pathogens to which humans have never been exposed before, including viruses and bacteria. This is increase the chance of developing zoonotic disease in humans. So, what about now? Do you know really how much important forests and trees for us? So let's see these pictures. I took these pictures from CNN Indonesia article Saturday 27 of March 2021. As we can see, forestry has decreased since 1950, right? We can take a change. We can take to reduce the rate of deforestation, but it is required support from various parties. Let's first see from the government part. The government can take 3 ways to protect forests and reduce the deforestation. First, the government needs to carry out forest monitoring properly to tackle the deforestation. Well, government can take the advantage of the latest technological development in the forest monitoring, such as use satellite. This technology can increase the transparency in the company's supply chain, so the forest destructions will also decrease. The second one is the government needs to carry out legal certifications. Why? Because another key of effort in achieving zero deforestation is to make effective use of various legal certifications mechanisms and legal requirements that mandate sustainable practice such as cutting down trees for industrial supplies. And the third one is to use degraded land so it will prevent to open the new forest. Well, it's just the government that can take the part of reducing the rates of deforestation? Of course no, because we as a society also can protect our forest. Because if it's not us, who else will protect this universe? We can start from the smallest things that we can do by reducing the products that use trees. We can start by stop overuse products related to tree cutting such as paper or tissue. The another thing is we can also participate in reforestation activities. Planting just one means that we help supply oxygen and maintain carbon dioxide for our environment. If all parties are able and consistent in reducing the rate of deforestation and replanting forests, the forest in Indonesia will be maintained. The Ministry of Forest Environment released the latest deforestation rate data and showed very significant results. Namely 75.03% the reductions in deforestation rates. We can see as the data in the 2019 up to 2020 period, it just reached about 115.46 thousand hectares. This figure is much lower than the deforestations in 2018 up to 2019, along 462.46 thousand hectares. This data was released by the Directorate General of Forestry Planning and Environmental Management, Ministry of Environment and Forestry. So guys, what is the conclusions? The conclusion is we all have to participate in protecting our nature and forests. Safeguarding the earth and nature is the same as maintaining our own survival. Let's protect our forests for the sake of our children, for the generation who haven't been born, and for those who cannot even speak their rights. Let us protect our nature to be passed on to them, and set an example for the next generations to always protect nature for the sake of protecting their survival in the whole world. I think that's all from me. Thank you for your nice attentions, and thank you for watching my video. I am Nadiyah Zulfa. Have a good time, you all.